Welcome, everyone, to today's Athletic Business webinar brought to you by Hussey Seating. In today's webinar, Shaping the Spectator Experience, we'll pull back the curtain on how stadium and arena seating can transform the way fans, athletes, and communities experience live events. There's a lot of good information for you here today, as well as a pretty spectacular product reveal that I think will do a lot for how venues shape experiences for spectators. Before we get started, I want to remind the audience that you can ask questions at any time during the presentation, and we'll get to those during a Q&A at the end of our program. Without further ado, I'd like to turn it over to Ellis Reevy, Brand and Communications Manager at Hussey Seating. Ellis, take it away.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it. Well, thanks, everyone. I'm really excited to talk to you today, and I want to thank you for taking the time off of your Thursday afternoon to join us. But before we get excited, you know my name already, but I'll give a quick intro on myself, what I do at Hussey, and we'll get in just a review of what we do at Hussey. So, as Andy said, my name is Ellis Reevy, Brand and Communications Manager at Hussey. What does that mean? Well, over my 18 years of marketing experience, I've worn a lot of hats and seen and done it all. And along the way, I've worked on B2B brands, B2C brands, in almost every category you can think of. And fortunate enough to have worked on some big name brands like Jack Daniel's, Cadillac, New Balance, and most recently at Orvis. At Hussey, I use research, insights, and creativity to help develop strategies that fuel long-term growth, that meet customer needs, solve problems, and create lasting and valuable, profitable long-term growth. So at Hussey, what is Hussey for those of you unfamiliar? Who are we? When it comes down to it, we engineer front row memories. We have 190 years, 7 generations of engineering expertise. We turn front row memories in turning arenas, gyms, auditoriums, stadiums into places that spark connection and pride. And we don't just make seats, we build stages for emotion. Every system is precision engineered to adapt and to elevate every game, every show, and every moment. And why we do it is really because moments matter. And the front row isn't just a place, it's a feeling. So we craft settings worthy of that passion and pride that are designed to create lasting legacies. An overview of what we offer a range of state-of-the-art telescopic platforms that cater to different budgets, venue types, and uses, no matter the size or stage. They also cater to and accommodate a range of different chair types and seating solutions. They're bomb-proof, durable, flexible, adaptable, multi-purpose, built for smart configurations, and designed to make the most use out of your spaces. We also offer beam seating, fixed seating designed for comfort, precision built to last a lifetime, combining form and function and versatility. And then engineering solutions. Custom solutions is really our superpower. That's the DNA that this company was founded on. So today, those unique custom challenges is still why we're the leader in the category to this day. We have a dedicated team of expert engineers who work with customers to translate their vision and their ambitious ideas into reliable, functional, and cost-effective solutions. Working with architects, designers, collaborators, all decision makers, we really thrive on that part of the process. And last but not least, service, maintenance, and repair. We have a national service, maintenance, and repair team that's committed to providing service for the life of our products. So when you become a customer, you are a customer for life. Our team of experts has dedicated experience helping operations and conversion staff at professional and collegiate, high school, you name it, of all sizes, venues and sizes. We also offer factory certified OEM parts for renovations, certified inspections, preventative maintenance. So that's kind of the offering in a nutshell. And then the markets that we cater to. So education, K through 12, colleges and universities, indoor arenas, outdoor stadiums, auditoriums, theaters, worship, and then miscellaneous. Here you see an image of the New Balance headquarters track that we did, but this also includes things like Park and Rec, Boys and Girls Clubs, anywhere that has spectators and needs butts and seats, we cater to. So, um, and then what makes us unique? Well, there's a number of things, but here's just a quick snapshot. Our local dealer network, we have the strongest, largest exclusive dealer network in the category that provides turnkey solutions right in your own backyard and service right in your own backyard. We have a direct project team, which handles any venue project from planning, designing, all the way through installation and beyond. And as I said, that we have that full service life cycle. We partner with you for the life of the venue. Um, Innovation is core to who we are as well. Unmatched quality, manufacturing know-how, ergonomics, and design that creates value for all stakeholders. And then pioneering engineering. As I said before, this is our superpower. We've been in business for 190 years, and that has been the cornerstone of what's made us successful. We engineer and design to solve problems that maximize customer needs and end user experiences. So with that, I'm going to play a quick video.
For as long as we can remember, we have longed to join together under one roof, to gather under one open sky, for one cause, a shared experience, to witness history unfold before us. These hallowed places not only hold us, they themselves are part of the spectacle. Today's modern-day cathedrals are no less works of art than their predecessors, because you see potential in every space, every curve, every stitch. And Hussey is here to make sure every seat in the house brings your vision to life. With nearly 200 years of engineering experience, we produce the highest quality, custom-made spectator seating in the world. Whether you're building a state-of-the-art arena or high school auditorium, these seats are the bridge between the architecture and the experience. You dream it, we engineer it, build it, solve it. Together, we create more than a place to be. We create a place to belong. A place to cheer. A place to sing. A place to jump for joy. So grab a front row seat to the moments that unite us, inspire us, and stay with us forever.
Awesome. Video still gets me every time I play it. So now that I've given you a little introduction about myself and Hussey, we'll get to the reason why you're all here. So if you're here, you know obviously that the spectator world is changing, and post-pandemic, the rate of change is accelerating rapidly, and we're seeing a lot of new challenges. But with that, we're also seeing a lot of new opportunities. So at Hussey, we are particularly keen on looking towards the future, and we constantly strive to improve and evolve along with these new realities. So through looking through that lens, I'll also talk today about some of the things that we're doing with new product offerings to help address that and meet those needs, as well as showcase a few relevant projects that we're excited about. So starting with what's changing, what are we up against? What's going on out in the market? Well, remember those days when fans used to just show up, sit down, and watch the game? It was just no frills, minimal choice, pretty easy cut and dry, very transactional. Those days when venue decision makers just had to worry about packing the arena or stadium, selling the tickets, and moving the hot dogs. was all about capacity over experience, efficiency over flexibility. Well, those days are long gone. They've gone the way of the dodo bird or the fax machine. Um, Needs and expectations have evolved, and it's no longer about capacity or experience. It's about capacity and curated experience, comfort and flexibility, sight lines and revenue per fan. Today, fans don't want tickets. They want it all, really. And they're pulling out their wallets for it. They want curated day in and day out private clubs, loges, boxes, vibes and skybox vibes and elevated food and beverage. Um, there is no longer such thing as one size fits all. On top of that, they want variety, they want connection, they want dynamic, immersive experiences. So always on, always connected, never static. They want data technology infused um, um, interactions and freedom of movement and a spectrum of ways to experience a single event. You have things from, the Sphere to Cosm to the DJ booths in Allegiant Stadium in the corners of the stadium. They're no longer just connecting to an event in just one way. They're multi-dimensional and expect that. They also want uniquely designed atmospheres that create memories. Live events compete with the couch at the end of the day. So to win, that experience has to beat at-home convenience and price. Fans want their senses and emotions engaged. They want to be comfortable no matter where they sit or what they paid. They want something that they'll never forget. So in a world where consumers expect and demand more than just a ticket, profitable revenue growth depends not only on adapting to changing needs and expectations, but anticipating and exceeding them. So for venue decision makers, the math, doing things the old way, the math doesn't add up. Eight NFL games or single-use venue isn't going to cut it anymore. It's not going to keep the lights on. So today, for stadium and arenas, the imperatives are speed, efficiency, premiumization, versatility, flexibility, diversified fan experiences, multidimensional, and programmable venues. And at the intersection of all of these shifts, is the seat. And we really see the seat as the unlocking of bigger potential. And at the intersection of these shifting new realities, the seats are the baseline of the fan experience. But they're also the essential key to addressing the business needs and challenges that venues face efficiently, functionally, and profitably. And while the seat is an unsung hero, it has the ability to turn buildings into experiences, and smarter seating drives both fan joy and venue revenue. Every fan touches a seat, no matter where they are in the venue or where they go. A seat is core to the entire experience of an event. So if you improve that, you simultaneously lift their satisfaction, the per cap spend, and operational uptime. So seating is really where engineering and experience design become one business engine. So let's take a look at some of these trends and what that means, the implications for seating. So today, premium isn't a product, it's a portfolio. Venues are replacing one-size suites and with a ladder of premium, ultra-luxe clubs, field courtside suites, loge studio boxes, entry-level premium. Everywhere you go, every venue offers something unique or different, and usually several different forms of it. So that means you need seats that scale up and down, from general admission, comfort to club grade finishes, without redesigning the seating bowl. Here we see the Titans touchdown suites in the new Nissan Stadium that turn a historically unprofitable, undesirable location within the stadium into a unique, one-of-a-kind experience that fans clamor over and operators pay a premium for. Whoops, sorry. Today, we're also seeing capacity down and yield up. Venues trade raw seat count for high yield social premium spaces outside of where the tickets, the seat. So seats must earn their footprint, comfort, finish, and placement that support higher price tiers and sponsor zones. Here, Caesars Superdome renovation offers smarter concourses, clubs, and concessions that drive ticket sales and food and beverage gains. Its tech-enabled, self-serve, multi-purpose designs are fueling an enhanced spectator experience when fans are away from the action. Frictionless flow equals more spend. The fewer barriers, the more freedom fans have, but also the more freedom they have to spend. So in venues that are trying to streamline that experience and optimize movement and space that reduces the time spectators spend outside of their seat or waiting in lines and walking around, which equals more dwell time and ultimately higher spend. Here again, you see some of the designs from the Caesars Superdome using really smart, efficient use and location within the stadium of these movement areas. And then this is probably the biggest is flexible, multi-use, and future-proof. As I said earlier, 8 NFL games a year aren't going to cut it. So multi-use flexibility is one of the biggest imperatives. And we expect to continue to see a lot more of that. So multi-event, being able to reconfigure quickly, fast, efficiently, is paramount. And you need seating systems that live up to that. So seating systems that are adaptable, flexible, scalable, can cater to multi-purpose uses, and can be reconfigured in an instant. Here is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, designed for both NFL and MLS teams and mega events. Everything about this stadium is built to adapt, to be reconfigured, to morph. And the building's program emphasizes that and is ready for any event as a result. And then segmented experiences and inclusivity. Audiences want different comfort levels. They want support, width, proximity, social spaces, integrated ADA, not ADA as an afterthought. They want supporter walls and field level suites for intensity, clubs for social comfort. And the best-selling seat ultimately is the one that offers clear tiers for families, super fans, VIPs, and accessibilities. So every row and every seat has a role. Here at Miami's Hard Rock, they decided one way to beat the convenience and comfort of the couch is to bring it into the stadium. They have screens, tech-enabled boxes that feel like you're right at home with the backdrop of the football game going on right in front of you. So at Hussey, that's why seats are really are so much more than just plastic, metal, and fabric. They're places that are more than just where you sit. They're engines of experiences. And every unforgettable venue memory has a seat behind it. The view, the vibe, the closest to the action. We don't just manufacture plastic and foam. We engineer that anticipation, that pride, and belonging. So I'm excited to show you why seating is really the system that turns at Hussey that turns seating buildings into experiences, and as it becomes an engine for both experience and efficient and effective venue operation. So what does that look like? What does an engine that is purpose-built for modern stadiums and arenas look like when it comes to seating? Today, with honor and pleasure, I'm excited to share the formal introduction of the Chromatic product offering, which is now part of the Hussey portfolio. So I'll say the world has changed as I've just elaborated on, but because of that, the modern spectator demand for seating is not just built to last. It's built. They want things that are built to impress. So Hussey is now redefining what's possible. With Hussey's Chromatic line of products, two industry leaders have joined forces to create the ultimate seating experience. With Hussey's 190 years of problem-solving engineering and Chromatic's renowned design and aesthetics, we're working together in tandem to create the next level seating. If the modern venue is about fewer seats and richer experiences, Hussey's Chromatic product line is the dynamic seating that converts square footage into profit and steel and aluminum and polymer into moments spectators remember for a lifetime. Together, we're quite literally engineering elevated by design. So here's a quick snapshot of our starting lineup. Our current range spans from high capacity stadium seating to premium VIP auditorium and lecture seating, beam mounted and stanchion mounted seats that ensures every client can specify a system that balances comfort, function, and aesthetics. Each product is designed to meet safety and compliance standards and withstand long, demanding usage and integrate seamlessly into new construction and renovations projects. All backed by Hussey's 190 years of problem-solving engineering and manufacturing expertise. So here you'll see, working from left to right, we've got our quantum chairs, beam-mounted quantum chairs, and Forte, padded club suite, and over on the right, these are in production, in the process of being developed, and we expect to have them soon. The Clarity Sport, Evoke, and Activa. So I'll show you on the next slide. While the seats really can scale up or down to varying degrees in terms of where they shine, this schematic kind of shows where the Hussey Chromatic products really excel, their sweet spot. So quantum on the bottom left, that's our budget-friendly general admission, and which can cross over into club areas. Then you've got your Forte, which is a fully upholstered and is a step up. It's ideal for club and suite areas, and matches up. And next we have the Evoke and Clarity Sport. One is stanchion mounted and one is beam mounted. And those cover everything from club to VIP to suite areas. And then at the top of the line sits the Activa. It's the ideal chair, really the most luxurious one that we have, built for suites, film rooms, and those really high VIP luxury experiences. Today, I'll dive in a little bit. We're going to focus just on the Quantum and Forte in detail. But before we do that, want to first take a quick look at the catalyst that makes all of this seating system possible, and that's the beam. This is the foundational piece of the system. It's built for speed, efficiency, simplicity, adaptability, and flexibility. It's the largest beam in the industry. It has the highest torsional rigidity in the market, and it's been in the market for longer than any other. It was the first. So it's the first, and it's still the best in the market. So with this beam design, the revolutionary beam design, seats can be evenly spaced, added or removed or reconfigured with ease. Which really, when we, thinking about the flexibility and adaptability of the venue's needs today, really helps answer that in a big way. Reduces installation time by almost 38%. When you consider the average time for 96 minutes for an average stanchion mounted chair install, this you can do within just 1 hour. Because of its unique design, it's got maximum strength and rigidity, and it's built to last the lifetime of the install. It's corrosion free. We replace You may replace seats, but you'll never have to replace the beam. It's really the cornerstone of the whole system and the thing that makes everything possible. There's both, yeah. So in terms of optimization for seating, it has uniform seating uh, spacing and flexible bracket positioning. So for precision layouts, you can gain on average about 1 to 3% more seats with optimized spacing. The unique patented toggle system, you just pop the chairs on and off. It's incredibly easy. It's incredibly quick. I wish I could. I had one in my office now. I would demo it for you how easy it is. So you can reconfigure incredibly quick. You can replace incredibly quick. Um, and also with the beam, there is such minimal waste reduction. There is minimal waste. So there's a big reduction in terms of extra parts or attic stock that you need to have because there's fewer parts, there's simpler maintenance. It also allows for really easy, flexible in-field adjustments when you come up against unforeseen challenges. All you have to do is make minor adjustments to the beam and you're good. For example, we recently did a project for Churchill Downs, and on the plans, there was no electrical box in the drawings. So when they got to the install, they found that, well, there's a box right in our way. So with the beam, with other chairs, you'd have to completely go back to the drawing board and try to remeasure, recalibrate, and redraw. But with the beam, simple cut to the beam, and then continued it right on the other side, and without having to take that extra time to rethink or reconfigure. Problem solved, no downtime. So the beam is really it is the unsung hero of the Hussey's Chromatic product line. And it caters to all the seats. So there's one beam infrastructure with multiple seating accommodations, as you see in that bottom image on the left. So in terms of the seats themselves, the Quantum is the workhorse. It works hard everywhere. It's the utility player. From general admission to premium club seating, it's engineered to boost capacity and deliver unparalleled comfort in every configuration. And with that beam system, they can be evenly spaced, added, removed, reconfigured with ease. They've been ergonomically designed between 95% of body sizes and shapes. Comes in 3 different back options: panel arm, universal cup holders, arm and rear mount as standard. But a lot of the features are easy plug and play. So they cater to small and large venues of any size and shape, all with one design with different connections. As I mentioned earlier, this is the budget-friendly general admission, and it can cross over into club areas. It's incredibly durable, low maintenance, and it is you'll if you've been to a modern venue, you've probably sat in one of these. It's been the trusted choice and go-to for venues around the world. It's an absolute workhorse that works everywhere. So just some quick call outs. As I mentioned, the ergonomics, there's both padded and polymer seat bottoms, 3 different back options, optional panel and arm end of row configurations, polypropylene seat shells with structural gas injection channels for superior strength, glass-filled nylon side supports that are engineered for high load performance. These things can take an absolute beating. You can jump up and down on them, although I don't recommend it. And they'll take the beating. There's multiple mounting styles. So there's the tread, riser, removable or freestanding. And the seat really delivers that balance of capacity, ergonomics, low maintenance, and it really is the utility player that can do it all. Next, we've got the Forte. As a kind of running joke internally here, we say that it's the most state-of-the-art engineering to have a cup holder. So where the Quantum left off, Forte series really takes that stadium and arena seating to the next level, providing an extra layer of comfort and enhanced flexibility. It's designed for venues that demand both aesthetics and function. It suits high-end general admission, corporate suites, and premium zones. It can be fully upholstered and is really, I mentioned already that it's ideal for club and suite areas. Some quick highlights: the toggle and beam system is the same as I mentioned as it is for Quantum. Really easy space, fully enclosed seat bit mechanism for consistent and quiet operation. It's an injection molded. Seat and back shells are high impact resistant, and it's available within standard or high back options to suit design and sightline needs. This chair really offers exceptional performance and comfort for those long events, while maintaining architectural elegance and low operating costs. And then, so as I mentioned, these are the next phase of the Hussey's Chromatic products that'll roll out. The Clarity Sport, which we call the Comfort Zone. It's the ergonomist designed VIP comfort on a lifetime beam mount system that elevates game day and simplifies upkeep. We've got the Evoke, our head of class, silent. It's sophisticated. It's designed for worship and those quiet performance spaces. So that is where that excels. And then the Activia, that's the throne of games. This is the VIP grade comfort that has custom finishes. It's compact, gravity tilt seat that stays beautiful with near zero maintenance. So that's the product lineup as it is today and the next phase. And we look forward to continuing to build on this this lineup. But let's see how these have live and breathe out in the wild, and let's see them in action. So Levi Stadium, originally installed, it's 68,000 seats, originally installed in 2013, 2014. And those Quantum seats are still in place today. The Forte chairs we replaced 2 years ago, but again, using the same existing beam. There were about 8,000 Forte Club seats. So after 10 years of that Santa Clara harsh environment, it was time for them to get swapped out. All the brackets and beams remained in place, and the old seat module was removed from the beam, and a new module was installed quickly. Change out was one-to-one, very quick, very easy, cost effective to do, and in a timely manner in preparation for the pending Super Bowl in February and the FIFA World Cup in 2026, which is coming up. And last but not least, the Activa, we replaced the in suites and just began that back in October, reusing the existing stanchions, plastic and upholstery change out. So again, very quickly, very, very simple, very cost effective. And as you can see, they look exceptional. Mercedes-Benz, so with a capacity of 71 events. These were originally installed in 2017, and this along with the telescopics and the beam mounted system really helps Atlanta reconfigured and catered to 2 professional sports teams, their MLS team, the Atlanta United, and the Falcons. So they've done multiple upgrades to maximize the return on investment on seating. We reconfigured some earlier this year. At the 300 level, we changed the general admission seating to VIP seating, all using different uses, but all using the same existing beam. And then earlier this year, the stadium revised the seating configuration in the end zone to introduce a new club area to help drive upgraded fan experience and revenue. And all the polymer quantum chairs were stripped out. And the existing brackets and beam remained in place. It's a reoccurring theme. And upgraded quantum pads were installed to replace those ones that we did originally. So these look incredible to this day, and we really at every level and every corner of this stadium, you can see the Chromatic products shine, both on the beam, telescopics, stanchion mounted. We're really proud of those. But obviously I've been doing a lot of talking about these big stadiums and arenas, but the beauty of this product line is that it caters to any venue, big or small. Here is an amphitheater that we did in Denver, Fiddler's Green. We did 6,000 quantum slot backs, all tread mounted on a sloped floor. That's 2, 4, 6, and 8 degrees. And radius rows and aisle lighting. We were able to follow the contour of the curvature of the amphitheater by making simple, slight angle adjustments in the beam itself. So again, it's adaptive, versatile, and can really cater to existing infrastructure. As I mentioned earlier, the Churchill Downs project, which we completed the first phase of, and because of that beam where the electrical panel wasn't shown in the CAD drawings, we were able to improvise in the field and reconfigure quickly without losing downtime, simply by making a cut in the beam and then continuing on the other side of that electrical box without having to sacrifice chair count. So the next phase for this will be about 13,000 to 14,000 seats that we'll looking forward to having in for the 2027 Derby. And then what I love about the quantum line within our Hussey portfolio is that it really, the applications you see are endless. So here we've got an aquatic center with quantums really hold up well to those pool environments. Here you see a Forte with auditorium, which I'm mad at my college experience for not having these in place, because I might not have fallen asleep as many times if they but hockey centers, film rooms, and here's a good one. We did a rodeo stadium with quantum chairs. So it really stands or spans the spectrum of uses, both sizes in terms of size, scale, and uses. So we're really excited, really proud of being able to offer this. And with Hussey's 190 years of engineering expertise and Chromatic's renowned design, we're really excited about what we've got in store, and think we're well positioned to address some of the evolving needs and expectations of venue decision makers and fans. So for more information, samples, or pricing, or to fill out a form, visit our website. Here's a QR code right here. And thank you all for taking the time this lovely Thursday afternoon. And I'll pass it back over to Andy in case there's any questions.
Sure. Thank you, Ellis. That was great stuff. Can you give us just an example of a job where, that versatility aspect really comes into play with the installation?
Yeah, the Churchill Downs one is a great example, just because it was able to adapt in real time. But in terms of versatility, another project that comes to mind is the what we did for the Atlanta project. I think that one was, um, you know, you had our seats showing up in every corner of the stadium, every area. But it allows you to adapt on real time if you want to change out a venue. Um, if you have let's say, a a private event, you can swap out the quantum chairs that are there for the game the night before and throw on some of the, either Fortes or Clarity or Activa effortlessly. So every project that we do really features that flexibility. That's the kind of the the core attribute of the product line. So yeah,
So you could,
really
I
all of
mean,
them. I know that's not
yeah, no, I was just going to say, so you could literally change out seats from like one night to the next.
correct. Yeah, yeah, or
That's amazing.
yeah, within hours, really.
Wow, that's
You
very cool.
can you can do 4 chairs within an hour, so it's incredibly easy. The toggle system and the beam are really revolutionized that ability.
Yeah. Has the product line changed much since the acquisition?
So we've definitely streamlined a lot of things. We wouldn't be Hussey if we didn't try to tweak, improve, and optimize. We with the acquisition of Kinetic, we were really um, able to take a step back and understand what was working and what wasn't working. So uh, at, uh, at face value, everything looks the same, but it's backed by our engineering and manufacturing ability. Um, so minor adjustments, but incredibly well made. Um, now that it's with Hussey, so
Sure. Um, and will the seats go on the Hussey telescopic platforms?
yes, they will. As you saw in that Atlanta project, um, those were that was a Hussey, I believe, MXP platform. So um, it is designed to go on our telescopics.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that about does it for us today. One quick housekeeping note, December 17th, Hussey will be presenting an AIA webinar with a focus on beam seating with Ron Bilodeau. So be sure to check that out. I want to thank everyone for joining us, as well as Ellis and Hussey Seating for sponsoring today's presentation. And we hope to see you next time.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you,
Thanks
Andy.
so
Thank
much.
you, Athletic Business.
You
Bye.
bet.